There's no other way to really make it sound like it's a bunch of instruments climbing up together playing different notes, which is what it was. So at this point, I'm holding the pedal down, keep the pedal down, and kind of keep a beat, if you can, in your head. 4/4 at first, then kind of going a little bit faster as you go to the top. Again, is just free form. It's just you kind of playing the piano like you were 3 years old and just playing the notes with the pedal held down. And again, I'm staying one step ahead with the right hand, 1/2 step ahead with the right hand that I am in the left hand. And as you get up here, it's going to be a little bit faster. And the tricky part is, and I'm going to move the camera here because I don't know if anybody can see it. I don't know if you can. So just a moment while I move the camera. Okay, that's better. Now we're up here. Again, we're up G above middle C, somewhere up here. We're still going like this all the way up. Slightly faster. And when you kind of count in your head that you're up to a 4 beat, because it really does end on a beat on the end of the measure. Right when you get to that point, you're going to hit, which is just an E chord. E, A flat, B in the left hand, E, A flat, B, E in the right hand. I don't know if you can see it up here, but I'm playing it up here. So again, here's what it sounds like. And now once you hit that E, you got to be fast because you're going to come from the E and you're going to come down to the next part, which is down here, E, B, A. It's another E chord just down here with an E in the octave in the left hand. So from here. And then we get to woke up, fell out of bed. Now when you get to here, I'm doing it a little slower than I should. You're starting on the E and you're just playing E in rhythm. Now when you get to the word across, it's going to be up here at D. So here's how that goes. Again, these notes. The only notes I'm using are D, A in the left hand, D, E, A in the right hand. And again, it may not be exactly note for note because they do it a couple of times in the song, but this is really as close to the sound as you can get. One more time, very slowly. It's harder to do it slowly. I think that's how I played it. So we're going from this. Now I found my way downstairs. That's of course only 4 beats. Now for drank a cup, go down to a B in the left hand, octave, and you're going to play C sharp, B, F sharp in the right hand, which makes it technically a B9 without the 3. So, then these notes right here. F sharp, B, C sharp in the right hand, B, octave in the left hand. Drank a cup. Switch back to the E, and looking up. Now for noticed I was late, same thing before. I noticed I was late. And then there's a little panting breath noise. You can keep going like that or take the C sharp off if you want. So here's what we have. Now I found my coat and grabbed my hat. Paul puts in a little rhythm in the left hand, which is E, E flat, D flat, and B. And you're going to keep on the E, these three notes in the right hand. So, now again, all I'm doing with the right hand is giving it a little rhythm. So, now when you get to flat, seconds flat, you're going to come back up here again. Exact same thing that you did before. So, that little riff again. Now, I found my way upstairs. It's the same thing that you did before, just a beat on the E. Found my way upstairs. Then had a smoke, same thing. B with this in the right hand. Back to the E. Somebody smoke. Now, 1, 2, 3. So that's all it is between the B, the E and the B9. So you go to there to Win Into a Dream. Now in this next part, here are the chords for the little, what they call the dream sequence with John. And the chords for that are C to a G, then to a D, to an A, back to an E, to a C again, repeats, to a G. These are, I'm just giving you the chords at the moment. Back to a D, back to an A, and then it ends on the E, to a C, and we're back to where we started. Now if you want to play that song a little more creatively, at least that, what they call the dream sequence, if you want to play that a little bit more creatively, you can do it this way. Just know which chord you're going to next. Remember, it goes, first chord is C, next chord is G, then it goes D to an A, back to an E. So it's easy to remember. If you want to play it, you can do it like this. And again, all I'm going to do is break up the chords. All I'm doing is taking those same chords I just played, and I'm just breaking them up and down the keyboard. If you feel comfortable doing that, fine. Otherwise, just play the chords. Either way is fine. Now we get to, and we're back to where we started. Exact same thing. Finish the song with the same thing that we did before. Now turn you on, of course, again. F to a G in the bass, to an A. It's just like you did in the other one prior to the middle section. So you can refer to that part if you want instructions. And the same thing again, we're going to move up the keyboard just like I showed you in the previous section. Do that all the way up, and you're going to end on that E, of course, again, which is up here somewhere. And of course, the final chord is going to be an E chord, but it's going to be A flat, E, B, and you're going to play the lowest two E's you can on the keyboard. You can see one here, you can't see the other one, but so again it ends. again, I played E, A flat, E, B, and I added the A flat. It's just an inverted E chord. And you hold it, and you hold it, and you hold it, and you keep holding it, and you hold it some more, and you go away and have lunch, and you keep holding it. You come back and it's still playing. Keep holding, keep holding.